What's going on, guys? Alex here and welcome to Monster Motors. So today, I know it's been a while since my last video, but it's because I've not really had anything to do with the car. I've been going around for work a lot. So we finally, me and my dad have got a unit now for work, which means I can get a car undercover, which means I can finally get some work done on this. So today me and Sam, we're gonna try and get quite a few bits done that I've been wanting to do for a while. So first things first, we're gonna get a car up in the air. I've got brake caliper paint, so you can see they look a bit worse for wear, so it's turn them nice and orange. Gonna take the front bumper off, get the intercooler and the piping off, paint them black just so it looks a little bit nicer. Roll the rear arches, probably roll the front arches as well, try not to flare them just to get rid of the lip a little bit. But yeah, so got a few other bits as well that I can't remember because I can never remember anything. But yeah, it's just sort of crack on and get underway. Car's all up in the air, wheels are all off. So if we have a better look in here, so these definitely need cleaning up. Probably clean up the discs as well. In here, obviously I did have my plastic beforehand, but it fell off in France. So on the other side I'm going to rip out my plastics as well. And I've got a bit that flaps around down here on the other side. These are being painted as well, because they just look horrid. I think, yeah. So you can see the intercooler piping up here, sort of painted white, and then down there it's just sort of gone. And then round here it's just horrid as well. So just make everything look nice. So and obviously rear brakes as well need cleaning up, and then same again around the other side. So just sort of make it all look nice and pretty for it. So you can see here the bit I was on about. So this just sort of like flapped off in France and just sort of got stuck in here and started making a weird horrid scratching sound, and like, yeah, nah, just get rid of it, because if I'm going to go for more angle eventually and all that, they'll need to come out anyway. One thing that I do need to do is the lenses, but I can't do these as I don't have any new ones, so I'm going to buy new lenses. I think it's from 326 or something like that. So basically just get rid of these, stick new ones on, although I'm not sure yet whether to go blue tint or smoked, but we'll see, because obviously you can see all the lacquer here is just flaking off, and it's just effort to sand it all back and re-lacquer it, because it's just going to happen again. So hopefully new lenses will just help out with that. So I guess the next thing is rip the bumper off and start working away at that. So I've got to do a little shout out to my sister for getting me this Milwaukee electric ratchet, whatever the fuck it's called. 3/8 ratchet. for Christmas. It's something I've always wanted for ages, and it's going to make some of these jobs so much easier. So let's give it a go. Oh, that is lovely, Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice. Oh. Broken?
No, the bumper's on off.
Oh yeah?
I said the bumper's like my ears off.
Is it?
Yeah. 2 bolts.
Alright. I've got one more bolt up in there, and then I think that's pretty much it off, to be honest. Simples. Alright, so I've nearly got all this wheel trim plastic off. It's literally just one more bolt in there, and then that's off, and then this bad boy, we can take it off, give it a clean up, paint it. Oh, it's starting to get exciting. We're actually starting to do things. Right, so after a bit of struggling, we've managed to get the intercooler and the various piping off. This side wasn't so bad to get it off, but down in here it was a little bit of a nightmare just trying to get this last little bit from under there, but got there in the end. So now I'm just gonna sand everything down, get it ready for painting. Then I've set up our lovely state-of-the-art painting booth right here. So yeah, I'm gonna paint everything black. So all the piping black, this disgusting thing black. Intercooler's gonna go black, and then I'm gonna stencil my logo onto the front because why the hell not? And yeah, so it's gonna slowly start coming together bit by bit. Then once that's done, I'll probably start painting these bad boys as well. So can't remember if I've said or not, but I'm painting the calipers orange because car's orange. So I think it should look pretty good behind the wheels, but well, we'll soon see. Right, so well, I didn't bother filming all the boring bit of the sanding and cleaning and whatnot, but everything's all ready to go. So Sam's gonna start with the etch primer. So I'm gonna start with the intercooler as it needs a few more layers, but it would just be nice to see everything looking clean for once. Although I will have to replace the intercooler at some point because it just looks horrible. But we're just going to sort of do the ends and the front in black, and stencil on my logo in white, as there's no point in doing the back end black, and I've read online that a lot of people don't bother doing the back black either.
First coat.
First coat sorted. As easy as that. So just giving it its second coat of etch primer. It's not perfect, but then again it wasn't a perfect surface to begin with, but it's not too bad considering I'm terrible at painting anyway, so I'm quite happy with it. And yeah, so once we've given it a couple layers of black, I reckon it should look pretty good. Then we got some, where is it? Got some very high temperature black from Halfords, should do the trick. So we'll see how it goes, but either way it's going to look so much better than what it was. Looks so weird without anything on the front, but you can see Sam getting all the angles. It's all about getting the lean and the crouch on. Well, yeah, so just need to give this one a second coat. That one I'll do afterwards once I've freed up the stand, which I've literally just used. It's like 2 fog lamps on it, so I just took the lamps off, got the stand, and it works perfectly because I can spray all the way around. So be back in a bit when it's time to give it some black. Alright, so the primer's all dry on everything, so Sam's going to do the honours and start blacking it out. So I just tried to mount the wheel arch, well, I can't think of the word, flattener, whatever, wheel arch roller, there we are, onto the rear, just to try and roll my rear arches, but it's a little bit too big, so the roller sort of, it doesn't sit on the lip, it just sits further up. So I think I'll leave that for now, do that another time when I can find a smaller roller that'll fit. So for now, we've run out of paint, so Sam's just gone to get some more. So it's had a little bit of a reaction there, so we're going to get slightly different paint. Hopefully it will cover it up and it should do the trick. So that's about as far as we got. We got 2 coats on there, 2 coats on this one, and 2 coats on this one. So Sam's gone to get the paint, so when he's back we'll finish that off. So in the meantime, I'm going to get started on the brake calipers. So I bought this from Demon Tweaks, so just think it's bog standard paint for brake calipers. So we got flame orange I went for, so whatever that is, and whatever brake caliper lacquer hardener, okay, fair enough, and some brake cleaner. So I guess we'll get the wire brush out that came with the kit, luckily, and start going to town on these bad boys. So I've just done all 4 calipers now, wire brushed it as best as I could, brake cleaned it, so it should be all as clean as possible. I've masked up my nipple, giggity, and yeah, so hopefully it should be alright. And because it's done with a paintbrush, I'm just going to be careful. I know it's not going to be perfect or the best job in the world, but I'm never good at this stuff, so but I need to learn sometime. So we'll just do it nice and slowly, get the best finish as I can, and anyway, anything will look better than this. So I think I'm going to try and get a little bit of black and just touch up the Nissan afterwards, just in there, or I might just make a sticker and stick that on. I don't know, I'll decide when it's time. But yeah, let's crack out the orange paint and watch Sam eat some crisps. So yeah, alright.
Is it too hot?
Yeah, just pour the hardener into the orange, apparently. I hope. Ooh. Come on. Stuff is gloopy and stinky. There, just mix it all nicely. This is very orange.
Eh?
It's really orange. Make sure to mix it all up nicely. Don't know how long I'm meant to mix it for, actually. Oh. This stuff better not go out of date because it's been sat in the shed for a while. Oh. It's actually a lot more orange in person than what it appears on the camera, but it's quite nice. So, next step, let's try and get it onto the brake calipers. So, don't judge me for my bad painting, but just sort of gonna go for it. So that's the first coat. It looks to be going on quite well. Obviously it's not perfect finish, but then again it is only the first coat, so I'll wait for it to dry. I'll go do the other 3, then I'll come back, do another layer, and then repeat. And then hopefully the next time you see, I will be hopefully done with 2 layers, if not maybe 3. Depends what the finish is like. And yeah, we'll see how they come out, but I'm loving the colour already. It's really orange. So yeah, I think it should go quite nicely with the orangey red of the car.
Reaction on this.
Yeah.
So it must have just been the paint, the fact that it was primered.
Yeah.
So they've gone on to direct metal.
So while the first coat of the brake paint's drying, Sam's been out here, and so we bought satin black paint now from Halfords. Big up Halfords. And it's going on much better. There's no reactions at all, so, and it's a much nicer finish as well than this one. This one's like completely like dead matte, whereas at least satin's got a little bit of a sheen to it, and intercooler as well is coming along nicely. No cracks in it like the other one. Turns out that the other one didn't need a primer, so maybe that's the reason why it was acting up. But then again, the surfaces of these were a bit shit anyway, so it must have needed something in the end, but it's slowly getting there. So it's quickly gotten dark outside, but I've just finished giving 3 coats to the brake calipers. It's not 100% perfect, but for my first go, I'm really happy with how they've turned out. I'm either going to do a black sticker on there or purple, but I'll worry about that once it's dry, because obviously black would look nice because, well, black always works, but purple would tie in with the livery. So they're all done, and Sam's been outside busy painting everything, so the intercooler's all done. This looks amazing. There's still the stenciling to go on there, but we'll probably do that tomorrow. The pipes are all nice and done as well. It's just looking so much better. It's coming together quite nicely. I'm currently stripping out the rear seats, so in preparation of when I get my buckets next year, taking the seats out so it's already ready, and then I'm probably just going to buy a harness bar to begin with, just so that I can fit my harnesses in. I've already bought them quite a while ago, probably about 3 or 4 months ago. Got some Takata green ones, 4 Don't you just love it when the battery dies? So as I was saying, I've got the 4-point Takata green harnesses ready to go in. I've had them for quite a while, but yeah, so I'm just going to get the harness bar so I can put them in for now, and then I'm going to be looking at getting a full roll cage put in as well, but that's not a main priority. The main thing is the seats. I really want some brides, so once I've got some money together I'll be looking at getting them, and then the harnesses can go in. But the next big purchase is going to be new coilovers, because these are just squeaky and they're just horrible and they just look old and nasty. So I've got my mate, I'm gonna get some BC Racing coilovers through him, and once they arrive it will then be doing installed on the S15, but that won't be until sort of February time, I don't think, as well, we're already at the end of December. January I've got a couple of bills and we're going away, so there just isn't time. And yeah, so February time you can keep an eye out for the coilovers coming in. But for now I'm going to continue taking the rear seats out, and yeah, just start doing everything bit by bit. It's just so nice being able to work inside, even though it is getting cold outside. As I don't know if you can see my breath, it's quite cold, but it's just being undercover. If it does start to rain or something, not a problem. We're just absolutely fine. So let's crack on and try and get this finished up. Right, so the rear seats are now all completely out. Giving a quick hoover. So I just need to secure the sub a little bit better and just tidy up the cabling a little bit, but it's all slowly coming together. So it's starting to be like a real race car. So then we're going to call it a night for today. Then come back in the next day or two and put it all back together, and hopefully it all works. Don't see why I wouldn't, but yeah, so I'll see you shortly, I guess.
The next day.
Alright, so we're back again. It's been a couple of days, so everything's all nice and dry. The brakes have come out quite nice. I mean, it's obviously not 100% perfect, like you can still see a bit of black underneath. Probably could do with like another coat, but it'll do for now because I'm going to be wanting to change these soon anyway. I want to get either 350Z ones or the R33 GTST ones, because that seems to be a common upgrade for it. So, but I think the orange goes quite nicely with the car. So all that's left now is for me to decide whether to put a black Nissan or purple Nissan, but I don't know, we'll see. Black, well, it's just going to work fine, and I know I won't have any issues with it, but I'll decide shortly. So Sam also sprayed this, the old bonnet prop, as it was looking a bit worse for wear, and it just looks so much better now. Over here we've got all the piping. It looks great in the satin black. Then over here we've got, so I've just masked up the intercooler. So I'm just going to spray that white, and oh, there we go. Spray it white, so with my logo on it, because why the hell not? So yeah, we'll crack on, start putting the car back together, painting the last bit, and yeah, well, I don't think it'll take too long, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, and we should be all done. So let's just crack on. So I started putting it all back together. This pipe we've managed to put back in place. It was a bit of a nightmare, but it's all done. I really need to get some new just piping. It just looks so shit. It's just terrible. But yeah, so air filter's back on. That lower pipe is back in place. So Sam's just peeling off the stencil now. Let's go see how this is coming along. Yeah, some of the details in my logo are a bit small, but it's got the right effect. Yeah, just quickly grab some tweezers. I think it's just the eyes, yeah.
You can see it?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's better than what I was expecting.
It's never going to be perfect because
No.
it's too small.
Yeah, that's it. The details in the lines of my logo are a bit small, especially for something like this, but from afar it's got the right effect, so pretty good, I'd say. There we go. You definitely see what it says, so that's the main thing. Alright, stick it back on. Alright, so just drawn up the Nissan logo, export it out. Doesn't take long at all with our machines to sort of cut it. There's the first one done. And there's the second one done. So, thank you very much. Boom. Now, let's get to weeding. Gonna go for the clear tape so that way I can see the shape underneath and line it up in the right spot. there we go. There is the 2 Nissan stickers for the brakes. So let's go slap them on, see what it looks like, and carry on with the rest of it. I think Sam's nearly done with the intercooler, so we are slowly getting there. Then wheels back on, drop it down, make sure everything works, and away we go. Hey little hey? There we go.
Can you come out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chuck it on as well. There we go. That's a nice, easy way of doing it. It looks pretty good. Go do the other side, and that's the brakes complete, I guess. So the intercooler and oil piping's back on, and it looks pretty damn awesome. Washer bottle's back on as well. It looks disgusting, but it needs to be there for now. So let's just hope that the logo's in the right place. Oh. Up there. There we go. So bumper's back on, everything's looking mint. So all that's left now is to put the wheels back on, see how they look with the orange calipers, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just looks so much better now, especially with like the black pipes. Because where they were before, they just looked crap, and this left one, I can't remember if I showed it in the video, but it was like half white, half black, but just everything looks so much smarter. So obviously next I need to start tidying up all this area, but that's not really important for now. But actually I think I might just get some of them, as long as they're not bright yellow. Might just go purple, so because at least that way it's not a massively bright colour, but it still sort of ties in with the colour of everything else. But yeah, so I think wheels on, get it all warmed up, test out that everything works by doing a little drift in there, and should be pretty much all done. So there we have it, all done. Really happy with it, and so is Sam, especially with the painting. So it's come out really good. It's just amazing what a difference all these little bits make. And the calipers, I think, make a massive difference. And it goes quite nicely with the orange of the car and the colour of the wheels. So I guess all that's left is to do a couple of quick donuts, and then that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to drop the video a like, and make sure to subscribe, because there's going to be plenty more footage coming now with the car. We've got so much planned in the new year, and we've got another couple projects on the go, and there is a new car reveal, but I'll save that for the next one. Alright, cheers guys.